In the landscape of figure photography, one group strived for tangible and dynamic displays.
No time to explain, get in the rows!
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. It's the bigger love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is filmed in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers just like you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog, nice. Coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 392.
347.
347.
It's 347.
I'm your host, Boog, nice. You won't see me, but I'm here with my guys, Pancheesy, Rick, Dom. I believe the Fobster is rock and rolling, so I'm hanging out with my son the past couple of days. Sent me some pictures. But the three of us are here. It's been a very crazy week. First week of the new Trump presidency. None of us have been deported or enslaved just yet, so everything's good, right?
So far.
Okay, all right.
So far, I've been okay.
Okay, tell me about your weeks.
Oh man. It's been something. I don't know where you've been at, Poncho, because we've not talked about it recently. But are you on Prismatic Evolutions? You on this shit? Where you at? We can't hear you, Poncho.
We can't hear anything you're saying, bro. There you go, I think.
Wait for a second.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I got 2 boxes today. So today I saw the guy put out like 20, and this kid came with his big brother, little kid, and he seemed like he was a little touched because he was like pretty big for his age, but he was like, "Oh my god, prismatic evolutions!" And I just let him grab everything that was there. I took 2, and I was like, "Well, we'll see what we get out of this." And the kid, like, and his brother grabbed the rest, and they were like, "Oh man, yeah." And I didn't pull shit. But to be fair, 6 packs, like, what was I expecting? 6 packs. Yeah, not an ETB or anything. This is the poster thing. Yeah, it's that poster thing. Awful price. Dude, $15. Gross. I don't like. Yeah, I was not happy, but I was glad for the kid. He's like, "Oh man, I never find this stuff." He's kind of like doing one of those things, and then he had like a really big brother with him too, like humongous motherfucker, and he was like, "Grab whatever you want," type of deal, and I was like, "Good on them," and I grabbed 2 and I booked it out of there.
I'm looking at chat. All right. I had my mic set to a different microphone on OBS. I mean, you guys could hear me, but they couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's all I've gotten so far. That's what my week's been. I've been going to Target every day, looking for this and looking for the new Spider-Man stuff. I just want unlimited. I don't want anything else really. I mean, maybe I'll buy more of it, but I'm only really pressed about getting unlimited.
For what? Unlimited what? What does that mean?
Spider-Man Unlimited.
Oh,
Ever heard of
okay.
him? Hit cartoon series of the
I
late
thought you
90s?
I thought you were still talking about Pokemon cards.
Oh no. I said I've been searching for this every day and Spider-Man Unlimited.
Oh, okay,
That's what I've
okay,
been wanting
okay.
to target for. I
Okay.
haven't seen shit. So today was the day that I caught the restock of Pokemon Guy, and he didn't have nothing. I knew it was going to be a bad day when he rolled out of there with just one of those MJF holding boxes, and I was like, man, this is going to be a sad day, huh? He's probably not going to put out shit. Because I'm assuming on the drop day earlier this week that he put out most of the stock, so whatever he had left was just kind of like, whatever.
Okay, that sounds like.
So yeah, that was my week. What about you guys? What's you guys?
You go, Boog.
Well, I did a lot more of that thing that I'm not going to tell you about.
Wonderful.
And
Cool.
I'm very close to. We are very close to completion there, and feeling pretty good about it. Feeling real good about it. But in terms of figure stuff, this was actually the first week in quite a while that I actually bought anything. I have what's Zartana's brother, the twin brother. What's his name?
Isn't it Zartan?
No, not Zart. No, Zaytan. No, what's her name? The chick with the pink hair.
Xandar's.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, but can't remember the name. It's not Jinx,
All right.
is it?
All right. No. Oh God.
Everybody's saying Xandar.
Xandar. Here we go. All right, Xandar. I got Xandar on the way, and I have finally getting the Kang and the Throne, that Marvel Legends Kang and Throne. And then I was going to a game night with some friends.
Game night.
And I was stopping to play Lotto, and this place just had a bunch of McFarlane DC, Marvel Legends, freaking Jada Street Fighter stuff. And I was looking around and I saw they had Cammy and Guile, and I just picked it up.
Very nice.
And
that's what I'm talking about. What a bodega hit, huh? Did you open them yet or what? What's going on?
And of course, it was the bodega, so I haggled the lady down. It was all good.
Wow. Come on, man. I'm buying two.
That's basically what I said.
Like,
come on. What you gonna do for me? I'm gonna get both of these. And yeah, so that was great. And I opened Cammy, and I'm really, really happy. I'm not surprised at how nice it is, because I've known from talking with you guys and seeing other people displaying with her and stuff. But wow, this is the mechanics here for the price point, and just the fun factor with this figure is crazy. I haven't opened Guile yet, but yeah, that's been a highlight of my week in terms of like toy stuff. And other than that, just working, man. Just working, just maintaining, surviving. B, how about you?
I ordered Cammy today too. It was just randomly on Amazon, so I bought it.
Wow, I need to order it. That's the only figure I'm missing right now is Cammy.
You know what I want though? I want some trigger finger hands for Cammy. I want to put her with some guns, man.
Oh yeah, you want to do it with the Uzis and the fucking the communicator on her head and whatnot. What do they call that? Something strike, Cammy or something.
Who's got the Cammy kit? Who's got the Cammy kit with the different hands and the communicator and all that type of shit? So
there's a Cammy kit out there, but it comes with large double D breasts.
Really?
No, but I guarantee you that would be the only way that somebody would make a Cammy
proposition.
Kit. You know what? Listen, man. You are becoming the 3D king. Print me some tits.
I would never sell my soul like that.
Print me some tits.
Never, ever.
Poncho is not one for tomfoolery.
Never, ever.
Gotta open up the Guile, man. He's really good.
I gotta get Guile too. I'm just casually grabbing these. I'm not like chomping at the bit to get them first or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. No, I get you. I get you. But
Oh, I am.
this is one of those. I
Me.
feel like this is one of those things where it's just like, I'm not super into this shit, but it's a nice figure. So I'm a test the waters. I'm a fuck around with it.
Yeah.
Um,
I had the original Soda set. I was
mhm.
really deep into Soda to the point where I had some Cammy that was exclusive to Tower Records in Japan. And I fucking sold her off not that long ago. It was brand new in the box still. Sold it on eBay at
Mm,
some point.
okay.
Not that long ago. So I'm really really into this line. Sagat is next.
Hmm.
He's gonna be first, and then I think Blanca and Vega are gonna like shortly be thereafter.
Yeah, I was really
So I'm
hoping to
hyped.
to find DJ, but yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. No DJ. DJ's a sleeper, man. People sleep
Hmm.
on DJ, but that figure's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, shout out
Um,
to my man John Tompkins. He's the one that hooked me up with the
JT.
Sandar and sending me the Kang Grown.
Wow, wow,
Um,
wow.
so yeah, I've been around, been looking at a lot of pictures and whatever. Like, I'm around lurking and shit, but like this was the first time in quite a while that I did anything fun with the toy.
Wow.
Awesome.
Aside from that, it snowed in Charleston, which is crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Tell me about it.
It's crazy.
It was your
Yeah,
first snow.
no, not my first. No.
I know. I'm fucking with you.
Uh, let's see. On Tuesday, it started snowing in the maybe like 9 o'clock or something like that.
Mhm.
And the city was terribly ill prepared. So on Wednesday, Thursday, and for most of today, like just nobody went anywhere. Like our place was closed. My wife's bakery was closed, which is crazy because they never close.
I was gonna say, didn't they ask her to still come in though, or something like
Yeah,
that?
they
You
asked her
said?
to come in on Thursday, but Wednesday, no.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay, okay.
and then she went in today. But yeah, it was pretty wild. Just cool that there's snow in here. The last time it snowed here was like 6 years ago, maybe.
What?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe like 2015 or something.
That's crazy.
And then before that, I had never seen snow. Well, before that, oh man, before that, maybe it was 6 years before that too. I don't know.
Cyclical.
I know it's crazy, but
76 years.
aside from that, it was cool. I love the snow. When I moved here, I moved to the States, to Baltimore first in 1996 during like there's this huge blizzard. So
Mhm.
like I just love the snow. That is like my, I don't know how to put it. It's like so strange. It's a lot of immigrants have like a vision of Americana. Mine is Baltimore snowstorm. so that's cool. I really enjoyed it. I just chilled out, hung out.
Mhm. What about the time you killed Stringer Bell?
What about it? Aside from that, not a lot has been really happening in toy news stuff. I've just been 3D printing a lot of stuff. But aside from that, no new toy things. I don't think so. At least not in the last week.
I think this is the first time since shout out to Bamboo Labs looked out for you that we're not seeing something in the back being printed.
Oh yeah, because it's just loud.
Oh, we don't need to see it. We saw this past week. He printed some pretty mega pieces, right?
Mega baby, huge. How about huge? Very very big. Beerus and Huis.
Yeah, tell me about that. School me on what that was exactly.
It's nothing official or anything, but I saw in like a fan manga, like fan animations, where they're doing moral arc stuff. They had like Whis and Beerus as like their respective like auras or impact frames and stuff. behind them when they went like Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct. So I was like, I was like super into that. So I found 2 models of Whis and Beerus, and then I scaled them and I cut them up and I printed them like that. So
solely based off a fan, solely based off fan art. This is not even anything that's canon, huh?
It's nothing official tissue at all, but he
Wow.
wants it and he's got it.
Wow, the dedication, man.
I got it, baby. I got
You need to You need to reach out. You need to reach out to that person.
Oh, I should. I mean,
look what I did.
I can't even remember who it's from.
Wow, how soon they forget.
But if you're out there, let me know.
If you're out there, why don't you reach out to me?
Yeah, they look pretty fucking cool though.
Yeah, they're fun. It's fun to print this stuff. It's pretty cool.
Ooh, you should print an astral form like Doctor Strange or some shit, or better. What's Doctor Strange's dog?
Bats.
Bats. Yeah.
A better scaled bats, because that one that came in the Legends one was just a little too small.
A little too small? Okay. Yeah, you did say that before.
Okay.
Too small. Because you know what? I was so focused on how terrible
He's
that
green.
Wong was. He's green. Fart dog.
No, don't. So over it.
Fart dog. Oh, come on, man.
So over it.
I can't.
All right. What do we want to talk about? A little bit of news. I know one big thing is Mafex drops, right?
Yeah. The Mafex drops this past month.
Past day. It was like yesterday, I think.
Yeah, I meant for this month.
Okay, for this month. Right,
usually they do a monthly thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, plenty to talk about. Plenty. How about plenty? Good and plenty. You guys know those? You guys know that?
So the 2 things they dropped, the 2 pre-orders are
Killmonger
and Robin from Hush. Is it Hush Robin?
Yes, sir.
Well, who would have that?
Very same.
Let's see.
Ami has them. If you don't want to, like, go to
wonderful.
Just type in Mafex. They'll be like the first ones.
Hold on 1 second. I'll start screen sharing shortly.
Are the pre-orders still open on Ami?
Yeah. Absolutely. They're there.
So a lot of people clamoring for that Robin.
Oh, they're clamoring, all right. And you're looking at one of them. Definitely pre-ordered that one immediately. Tempted on the Killmonger, but pre-ordered that Robin as soon as I seens it.
Yeah, maybe I should go ahead and pre-order him too. I kind of like shit the bed with the whole Bane situation.
Dude, that Bane is something else, man. There's no better Bane out there. I don't care what anybody has to say. David, if you're listening to this, that McFarlane one's trash.
Shots
love
fired.
you, David, but it's terrible. That Robin, man, look at that. Wow. Doesn't that tickle your fancy?
Yeah, I guess I have Batman and I have
You got Nightwing, right?
Nightwing, so let me just
got Catwoman.
Take care of it. I do have Catwoman. Let me just
come on, man. You're all in basically. Come on.
Do what I gotta do here.
Yeah, need this Robin. No question. I know that the Riddler and Scarecrow are out, but I don't have them. I'm taking my time with those.
They just popped up when I was going ahead and putting this in my cart.
Yeah, I know that they're out. And I'll get them in due time. It's a good looking Robin. It's a really good looking Robin, but it's probably going to be the best one out right now. I know Mezco had their attempts, but man, those torsos, they like don't even work. I don't know.
You know what else I did do too? I played around in the past week. I don't know if I said this on the previous show, but I had looked at the DC Collectibles Batcave.
Oh hell yeah!
On eBay, and it was one that I kind of put on watch list, and then the seller sent me a offer and took some money off, and I just kind of like bullshit a little bit, and somebody snatched it up though.
Damn. Yeah, that's one thing that I really hope McFarlane puts back out. I mean, as of right now, we don't know what their status is going to be going forward with DC or anything like that.
Hmm.
Or Hasbro's with Marvel and Star Wars. So we'll find out pretty soon. I would think if anybody's going to jump ship, I think we'd know by like Toy Fair, which is like the first day of March, I think.
Hmm.
So we'll see. I really hope he gets out that fucking Batcave, man, because it would really suck if he puts out everything except for that.
Except for that, yeah. And
That would fucking
it would
suck, man.
do a nice little service for the collectors here that's sitting around not trying to
Yeah.
pay $300 to $1,000 for that shit right now.
Yeah, that's too much, man. Can't do it.
Um,
I seen
yeah.
I seen the Batwing at my Target. That was pretty
Oh yeah.
wild. He was as big as me almost. I mean, I'm a
Bro,
short man, but
I still never even opened mine, but that's part of the whole like situation I'm trying to set up to have all of that together and have that as like a permanently displayed thing or whatever. So
Rick, you could
yeah.
have a prominent career at McFarlane Toys.
I could be
Yeah.
I could be his smallest employee.
You could.
He plays his card right. He plays
I'm
his cards right.
saying.
I could be that person, man. Move over, Tita. I'm next up.
Is this new? Is this all new for Robin here?
Yeah, this is all new for Robin. I saw some people in the chat saying that the elbow situation is a bit different. There's no bicep swivel. It's like at the elbow. As long as there's the range, man, I don't care. Like, I mean, there's some figures from Hasbro that have single, but like that do really well, like with a deep cut of it. Like
Mhm.
as long as it does the job, it's okay. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd have preferred a double with a traditional swivel, but I guess like if you do that swivel at the line on the bicep, maybe it's just like really awkwardly shaped, like you can't
Yeah,
keep
the
the human
cut'll
form
look
of the
weird.
arm. Yeah, the
His
cut would
his
look weird,
muscle
so
would extend over the
exactly.
sculpt of the sleeve. I could see why they
Yeah.
don't want that.
Yeah, we can't have it all, people. As long as it works, it's okay. And I've no doubt that it will. They've not given me any reason to doubt them. I thought the Catwoman was done really well, and I think that's a single. It looks good. I ordered it immediately. No
Yeah,
second thoughts.
looks good.
No fucking questioning. I bought it immediately.
Yeah,
Couldn't live without it.
I'm definitely interested in putting together a nice little bat family with Mafex, and I think that their DC stuff has been um, better than the Marvel stuff overall. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Speaking of Marvel,
all right.
See
Boom.
ya.
How about a Killmonger,
How
huh?
about a Killmonger?
Hi, Auntie. This looks good. I really like the Black Panther line. That T'Challa with the throne looks great.
Yeah, I
That
did.
that just came out too.
Did it? I feel like that
Or
got pushed back.
I think it comes out this month. I think it comes out
Okay.
at the end of this month.
Okay. All right. Because I feel like I ordered that.
Yeah, I believe it comes out at the end of January.
Okay.
This looks good. It's a good little pair to have. Little gruesome twosome.
Mm-hmm.
Little double
Looks
Panthers.
like they did a good job with that head sculpt too.
Yeah, Hellscup looks crazy.
Yeah.
Looks great. He looks evil as shit with that
He
grin.
really does.
There we go.
Dude is committing fucking terrible acts with that smile on his face. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm interested to see what you could do with that head sculpt with some plain clothes and what have you.
Oh yeah, put some glasses on him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Loki, I would have preferred that. I would have preferred that Vegeta look, that like Vegeta's armor that he wears.
Hmm.
I'd have preferred that, but this looks great. This looks good. I'll take it.
I'll take
Looks
it.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay. Anything else that dropped or pre-orders that came out that we should highlight?
Oh, we got some Bandai stuff to talk about.
Yeah. There's tons
Real
of
quick
Bandai
before
stuff.
because I'm sure it's more Bandai stuff than.
Mhm.
Oh well, this is Bandai. All right, go ahead, go for it.
Okay.
So,
Hold on one second.
Actually, real quick, there was a Star Wars fan stream.
there was.
Yeah.
Did they announce a Carson Tiva yet, or?
They announced some shit that they announced again before many times.
Now I remember. It's the fucking the fucking Anakin.
Yeah.
And something fucking else they've already done like 3 different times.
Clone Trooper.
Yeah.
I don't know, one of these people going to
All right.
produce.
Well,
Rex,
that ends
Rex.
our Star Wars coverage then, I guess.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Really-
very uninspiring shit.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay. So
Honestly, they're the ones I fear the most on Hasbro losing. Well, maybe I shouldn't fear it because we need a fucking
Nah,
shake up.
I
Something's
don't know.
it ain't right over there with them at least. Say what you
It
will
ain't.
about
It
Marvel.
ain't. But
Yeah.
I feel like Hasbro's got the strong stranglehold on Star Wars. There's no way they letting that shit go.
Well, you know what it is, man. We'd heard a long time ago, and we hear all the time that like Disney's posturing themselves to buy Hasbro. We've heard it many times. So if that was ever the case, it would be strange for them to want to sign away their stuff to another company. I'm sure that they're just gonna stick to Hasbro. I don't imagine they make a big move or anything like that. But who knows about McFarlane? I don't know what's going on with them. Who knows? We don't hear as much from that because that's just a privately owned company. So
Yep.
whoa, is this Bandai?
yeah, let's talk. What's the last thing we talked about for Bandai? I can't even remember.
It's hard to remember because last time we talked about Bandai, we had Fabio here, and he was like intentionally scrolling away from what we were
From
asking.
everything.
I can't. I go
Yeah.
Fabio. It was up at the top. Scrolls all the way to the
Okay,
bottom.
I think it was around here. It was around here.
I think it was around it. Yeah, it was around there. It was around there.
Wait, hold on. Let me see that Lord of the Rings. Those Lord of the Rings figures.
Is right here?
No.
Oh, the real ones.
Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Well, that one
The
was Lord of the
real
Rings,
one.
actually.
Oh, I never. I only saw the silhouette for these. I don't think I actually saw the figures. This is my first
for
time
real?
seeing them.
Damn.
Yeah.
This photo's been out forever.
Okay.
Bilbo.
All right.
Frodo.
Cool.
Frodo got a big old head.
Yeah, Frodo Spiegel looked crazy. Or sorry, Gollum.
Gollum.
Look crazy.
Gollum was corrupted and became Smeagol. Well, I think he could be corrupted. Like Gollum. Yeah. You know what? I'll give a good on them. Good on them.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, these look pretty
Had
good.
enough of that.
They revealed Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I feel like we had to have talked
We
about
definitely
it.
That
talked
was the
about
last
this.
thing. That was
yeah,
the
that was
last
the
thing
last
we
thing,
talked about,
for
I
sure.
believe.
In December? Okay,
This
Jesus
was where we
Christ.
stopped at.
All right, okay. Zarbon closed,
Oh
I think.
no. No, yeah, we talked about Zarbon.
We did.
Jackie,
That
we
was
talked
around the last
about.
place,
We
that's
talked
Zarbon.
about this too. We talked about Jackie Chan. That went up. We talked about whatever
Sakamoto Days, hell
Sakamoto
yeah.
Days. Yeah.
But you know what? I want to say something about the Sakamoto Days figures.
Let's go.
I don't understand why they're doing this. If you look at Sakamoto, he's wearing his slides, which is perfect. That's what he always wears. But why the fuck is that guy next to him? The Shin. Why the fuck is he wearing like some like emu like Chelsea boots? This motherfucker wears bright red sneakers, like in every art I've ever seen. There's no art where he's wearing shoes like that. It's like really annoying. Like it doesn't. Why the fuck isn't his shit accurate? And you know what? You know what's even more annoying is if you look at the next slide. I think the Figure Arts Mini. He's wearing the right shoes. Why the fuck? What the hell's going on? Why the fuck are his shoes wrong? Like
Maybe
they're
early?
really wrong. He never wears those. Like
Is it
I
is
even
it
looked-
at least the same sculpt?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, like this is like if you look, there's like a heel to like his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
On the other ones, it's supposed to be a flat bottom. Like his shoes are basically the Jordan 1. That's what they are. It's the Jordan 1 without a Nike swoosh. So not that I want them to look like that, but like why aren't they just plain red sneakers? Like what the fuck's going on? Why the hell is he wearing a boot with a literal heel?
Damn.
It's not like he's wearing like just a plain white pair of sneakers or something. Like he's not. Like this is a boot. Like this looks like a light beige like leather boot with a heel on it. Like it's really weird. It annoyed the shit out of me when I noticed the other day. I was like, man, what the fuck? Like why is the Figure Arts Mini correct and this one isn't? It's really weird. I don't
That's
know.
rough. Rick wants answers. Cool.
I want
cool.
answers.
This gif is taking
I
me
want
out.
answers. I don't know. It's annoying. It's annoying. Like I don't know. Why does the Figure Arts Mini have it? Like it sucks.
Hold on. sorry. I'm getting lost in these comments. This
What
GIF
happened?
is
What are they
like the
saying?
funniest shit I've ever seen.
Let me go. I'm going to the post.
No, I mean, I'm
gonna see
screen
this
sharing it.
live
Can
and
you guys not
unedited.
see it?
It's a little small on there.
Oh, for you?
Cooler,
Yo, these comments are
cool as
wild.
cool. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know
Not
you wanna
the
know what's
Sean
funny?
Combs profile picture, bro.
Mm.
you know you have no aura, bro. Get some pussy, bro. Bro,
What is happening?
You know what's funny, man? Is that GIF is to a completely different anime, but it's also called Sakamoto.
That's
So
so
he just
crazy.
typed in Sakamoto in the GIF, and that.
Oh,
one
he
came up.
must
That
have.
is
Would never
This
think
is
I
from-
would see the term "bussy" on a toy.
on a fucking
Fucking
Instamashi.
crazy.
This is from I Am Sakamoto-kun.
Dude, that is
which is like this
1000%
guy
what
who,
they
like,
did. Dang,
can
exposed.
do no fucking wrong. Exposed, man.
Exposed.
Exposed. You have
Sorry.
no aura, bro.
Oh no.
Why did he have to talk to him like that?
That's crazy.
You
Anyway.
have no aura, bro. Oh man.
That's wild. That's wild. All right.
Yeah,
What else is
that's
new?
strange.
Oh, they announced that they're re-releasing this Goku as a single figure, regular release. Super sick.
Is this a re-release? I thought the faces are different.
Wait, which one was this? This was from the most recent movie.
No, this is the SDCC exclusive from last year.
Yeah, but when I look at the faces, they're not the same.
Well, yeah, it comes in new faces, but it's the same Goku basically.
The hair is different too.
Is it different? The hair too?
Yeah. Yeah, we compared it on stream. The hair is different too. It's different.
Is this going to be one of those kind of
It's
like
not as swept.
standard Target price Gokus?
Oh yeah.
Oh
For sure.
yeah,
It's
for
gotta be
sure.
35 bucks.
Hold on, I gotta look at this.
The lowest born. They call him
Damn.
the lowest born Saiyan. That's quite an insult, huh?
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Let's
And he has
take a look.
he has the King Kai. He has the King Kai symbol on the back too.
Well, you know what I mean. It's not the exact same Goku. All right, okay. I was speaking in broad terms.
Yeah.
Speaking in broad terms. Sorry, it's the same hair.
Don't lie. No, the windswept one.
Oh, the windswept is new. All right, you got to stop taking everything I say literally.
Hey, man.
All right, okay.
I just want to clarify for the viewers.
Okay,
you
hold
know,
on.
I don't want them to attack you. I'm
Okay,
trying
hold
to
on.
save you. But you know what? Next time I won't. How about
Okay,
that?
you know
Next
what?
time,
Hold on. All right,
next time I
okay.
won't even do it.
They are taking the idea of the Goku from the SDCC release with the larger head and hand proportions on the standard 2.0 buck and re-releasing it in a larger retail space with new additions, including a hair sculpt and additional face plates with a new training symbol on his gi. Is that what you want to fucking hear?
Thank you.
Wow.
Don't misinform people. You believe this guy? Thank
Anyway.
you. Was that so hard, Poncho?
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on.
it was very difficult.
Thank
But yeah,
you.
this is pretty nice. This is great, dude. This is
It's great.
This is one of the better Gokus in the line.
Yeah, and
no!
and for probably going to be $35,
Gonna be crazy.
get out of here. It's fantastic.
A lot of people. You know what's crazy? You know what's wild? This particular last 2 weeks on the Instamashi Instagram comments have been a complete shit show.
A nightmare. It's even worse than before.
It
Even
has
worse
been
than the
nothing but crummy fans exposing themselves for the world to see. You know, I say it all the time on the show. The SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball community is the best and worst community at the exact same time. There's tons of great people in here, but for every great person, there is another truly terrible person in this community.
I mean, literally, the comments of this post is nothing but people like being sour as fuck. 2.0 figure
Yeah.
in 2025? Really? Instamashi running out of ideas. Oh, wow. Another 2.0 for almost a decade now. Guys, come on, man. What are we doing?
It's crazy because first of all, I have to say it. I have to say it here. That 3.0 body is not as good as people think it is. It's great. It's a good body, but it doesn't work for everything. That body is yoked as fuck. It is not
To
even
the gills.
it is not even Endgame Buu Saga Goku. It is even bigger than that. You know what that body reminds me of? That buck reminds me of how they looked in oh my god, what in Jump Force. That crossover video game Jump Force. Where like every character
game.
in that crossover kind of looked okay, but every single Dragon Ball character looked like a regular character wearing a theme park suit. They were so huge. It's unreal. They're too like it works sometimes. More often than not, it does not. That new Trunks, it's a great figure. Don't get me wrong. The new Trunks is a great figure. The buck and proportions 1000% all wrong. He is too jacked. He is too nutty. Like the ultimate, like the Gohan that came out for Superhero is a good figure as well. Doesn't really look like Gohan from the movie, except for maybe when he's like Beast Gohan at the very end where he's like super jacked and stuff. Again, 3.0 bucks are cool. They're nice. They look good as figures objectively. But when you're trying to convey a certain look for a certain time period of a character, it's not going to work. If people thought that they were going to use the 3.0 buck on trying to portray Goku at his first appearance in the Dragon Ball arc, they're smoking crack. It's not going to happen. He is thin. He's like super lean. He barely has any muscle definition. Now, you could chalk that up to that just being Akira Toriyama's art style and art direction back then. And as the show progresses, he like started drawing them like more muscly and more defined and stuff like that. But as it stands in canon, in the manga and in the Toei animation, he is drawn really like he's not drawn as crazy as he's drawn later on.
He's drawn really lean.
Oh yeah, absolutely. For sure. And I think the 2.0 buck works the best for the situation. And the 2.0 buck isn't even bad. Like people are acting as if the 2.0 buck is like I don't know, is like the worst shit in the world. It's fine. It's okay. It's great.
Dude, it's for $35, like it's fine.
Now I will say
perfectly fine.
I will say if they wanted to put out a new buck that had the same proportions as this, but with 3.0 technology, that would be the best outcome, 100%. I will admit that for sure. But you know, that's just not going to happen. I think I was talking to a couple of people in the community about this, but like these types of releases for Tamashii are how they fund like new sculpts, new bucks, all that stuff. Like obviously with any large company, like they need to find ways to reuse molds, reuse all this stuff to increase revenue, to fund newer projects that just cost more. And this is like an extremely smart and logical reuse of this 2.0 buck and these like larger heads and hands that already exist from the STCC molds to just put out a new Goku that lines up perfectly with the new Vegeta that we got. So that's what this Goku is for.
And you know, the comment right under yours, I think, was like, thank God I don't have to pay $200 to get a Goku in this style.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's
like, what's the fucking complaint? Like, people are crazy. Like, I don't understand. This is nuts, man. It's the same people that don't want Broly to get released. Like, why? Like, it's so weird.
Yeah, that's like the biggest thing too. Like, it's like the only other way that you could have gotten this is if you were at SDCC or like you're paying the aftermarket for SDCC, and you're paying for two figures basically because it came with a Gohan and a Nimbus and stuff like that. So like the fact that you can get this just by itself for like less than $40 supposedly, is great. And you know what? If you don't like it, fucking skip it, dog. I don't understand. I can understand if people were upset that like this took the slot of something else. In that sense, I can understand that. But for me, like the pros outweigh the cons like infinitely for something like this. So
and you know what? We've talked about this before with the Hasbro guys. Shout out to Ryan and Dan and Dwight and whatnot. That like sometimes things like this are just out of their control. Like if they make a deal with Target and Walmart, like, hey, we need 7 $35 figures this year for that are DBZs. So figure it out. We need them, and the first one has to be in March. What the fuck are these guys gonna do? Like, what do you want them to do? They got to do
Oh yeah,
something, and they did something that like helps the collector. You don't have to spend that money on the SDCC version to have something that's very similar. I don't know. You know, sometimes they got to do what they got to do, and this is good for the collector of this line. I don't understand. Such strange like mindset.
Listen, if we could get 700 Spider-Man, we could get 700 Gokus.
that's true.
right.
And we're almost there. We're at 699 Gokus so far in this
There
line.
you go. Almost at 700. Lago saying entry level Saiyan Saga Vegeta on the way, most likely. I wouldn't doubt it. That'd be great.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it either. That'd be great. Like, I just want anime and manga accurate sculpts. Like that's really all I want. Like, I don't like it in anything where like they reuse like end of Z Goku like proportions for early stuff. I don't like it when they do it with figures. I don't like it when they do it with like video games or anything like that. It's just like strange. But like I was gonna say, Rick, like things being out of their hands, that's the entire that's like Dragon Ball SHF's entire legacy. Just stuff being out of their hands. Like it's really easy to forget that like in 2009 when this line started,
oh my god,
like Dragon Ball was like, aside from like video games and like figures and stuff, was at a complete standstill. So the fact that this line just came out of nowhere with no new media, no new show, no new anything for this franchise was just like, cool. All right, tight. At that point, they could have just made whoever they wanted or whatever, and it was fine. But dude, like as the franchise was reborn and entered like its second renaissance era in like 2013 with like Battle of Gods, like at that point, once Dragon Ball started producing new shows, new movies and everything, that's when the line it's just out of their hands at this point. Like like Bandai, Tamashii, they have an obligation to Toei, to Bird Studios, to everybody, to basically just promote new stuff that Dragon Ball does. So I'm sure before Battle of Gods came out, we've talked about this a million times on the show, so I'll keep it short. But like before Battle of Gods came out, before Super came out, I'm sure they had a roadmap wanting to give everybody go through arcs and stuff like that. But like now that there's new stuff coming out, that's like out the window. They have to just shift and adapt every single time Dragon Ball puts out new media to include stuff from that franchise in this line right now, because it's always best to go ahead and release stuff while it's like in the air, like in like everybody's talking about it, everybody's watching it or whatever. So there might be plans to like do Boo, like Kid Boo, or like Gotenks, Trunks, Goten, like all that stuff. But like, you know, when new stuff happens in the franchise, it's just out of their hands all the time.
Yeah, we just talked about it not that long ago with the Daima stuff. Like you have to strike while it's out now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to do it, and they've done an awesome job because they're fucking 3 figures in on Daima really fast during show's release. So that's really awesome. And like Kevin said earlier, I'm skipping this. I have the San Diego Comic-Con version. No harm done to anyone.
That's true.
That's exactly it. Boom, there you go.
And the
you
biggest
still gotta buy it.
And
exactly
the last thing I'll say about this, which will segue into Broly, is like, you know, it's really easy for like legacy collectors of this line to kind of feel like these re-releases are kind of like they're getting old by now. But like we've reached a point in this line where there are people coming in and starting collecting now that have never gotten a chance to get any of this stuff. It's like
didn't you just say on the show not that long ago that you have a friend who like just got into this line and you sold him a bunch of stuff that was not possible for him to obtain any other way?
Shout out to Doug D-Rabs, super great guy. He's kind of like just sat on the sidelines for a super long time. He actually got in pretty early. He got the STCC Goku off the rip, like when it came out.
Wow.
But he kind of just like chilled, took a back seat, And then he just recently last year started recollecting them, and he's had to go back and get everything. He's in a kind of different situation because he's trying to be a completionist and trying to complete 100%
That's
the line.
absolutely insane.
So that's a little bit
fucking crazy
different. But sometimes you just have to take yourself out of the equation and
Yeah.
just see it from another person's perspective. You like people have been collecting this line for years, over a decade at this point. But like just think about people who just started this line when like the superhero movie came out, or like when Broly came out and stuff like that. They haven't had the chance to collect stuff like Broly, who is getting a re-release now. There was a fan poll, I think last year, right? Or maybe earlier this year. It was earlier this year.
Yeah.
It was earlier this year. And they were asking, we talked about it on the show, they were asking if you could pick, like, I can't remember what they said, 5 maybe? I think it was 5 or something. If you could pick 5 to web exclusive SHFs to be reissued, what would they be? People voted. Broly was the number 1 pick, 100%.
I was really spitting when I
doubt.
saw this because I feel like we just talked about this other company putting out this Broly. Recently, right?
The year of Broly's, baby, 100%.
It's the year of the man tits, baby.
Is this new and updated?
No.
No.
Wow.
New stand? Updated stand?
New stand though.
New stand alert.
New stand.
No, it's just a re-release for those that were never able to grab it in the first place. This original Broly's like a lot of money.
Yeah, it's like three. It was so before Demoniacal Fit, Beast Deities, all those guys, before they announced that they were making their own, this guy was like easily $400. Like,
that's absolutely insane. Because let me tell you something, man. I talked to Adam when Broly released, and I'll never forget him telling me that Broly was their highest selling figure ever, and that they can't keep it on shelves, like, and that they fucking pump them out like it's nobody's business, like it's their highest quantity made.
Oh yeah,
So to go from that to like $400, crazy. Just shows the popularity of this line. And
do we have some size comparison shots with this third-party Broly with this original release?
There are some out there. I would I'd have to look for them. But then the Beast Deities Goku that's Beast Deities Broly that's coming out is probably like 3 or 4 inches taller than this one.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, it's huge.
Absolutely insane. Oh hell yeah, we need a Bandit Yamcha. Absolutely.
Oh, 100%. So yeah, this is the result of the poll that's coming out. I was talking about this with somebody maybe in here, or maybe it was in like the Toy Migos post or something, but I forgot what we were talking about, but like they were just talking about like the main consensus of this Broly release is like, why is it the old mold? Why is it like why didn't they just make a whole new Broly? Like, because of money, dog. I don't know what to tell you. Like, if they could easily just reprint this and reissue it, then they'll do it. It won the fan vote. And so, like,
I was gonna say, the biggest thing is that the fans asked for it, man.
That's
what
true.
More could they literally voted for it? What more could you ask? They literally voted. They want it.
But I was talking
man.
to them about like of weird ways Tamashii goes around that like web exclusive like clause. So like for those who don't know, web exclusive basically just means that they'll print it once, that's it, and then they'll never do it again. There are loopholes. There are definitely loopholes, and I feel like Tamashii Nation's kind of this is just my opinion. I kind of feel like they kind of put themselves like in a corner. They box themselves in a corner because Tamashii web exclusives were. I feel like they didn't really know that this line would blow up as huge as it was, and there's got to be something where obviously like web exclusives they just print them once and that's it. They can't do it, but because of that, they found like little loopholes over the years. Like the first loophole we saw was I can't remember what came first, if it was the perfect color or if it was event exclusives. It was event exclusives for sure. So the
Yeah.
first loophole was like event exclusive, which is like your STCC, New York Comic Con, stuff like that. It's just the same mold, but just in a different colorway. And that was like the first way that they could figure out to re-release these figures. The second was their perfect color line, which was Vegeta and Trunks, which were by and large the most like expensive aftermarket figures from this line for years. Trunks was like $350, like easy on eBay and everything for years. But then they just started leaning more into event exclusives, and this is just another way for them to get around that Tamashii Web exclusive thing, because this is technically a 40th anniversary like Broly right here. It comes with a new stand, so it's a brand new SKU, so they can re-release it. And I'm just wondering like how many more times that they can like keep this up before they just straight up like just stop doing it.
They're doing it as we speak, baby. They have a poll up right now to vote for your top event exclusive.
Yeah.
They specifically state that they might not re-release it, but come on, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
They're very obviously going to do it and put it under like some 40th fucking anniversary deal. So you know, it's the best way to gauge interest. You know, I don't know. It makes a lot of sense. Interested to see where that poll's going to go.
Yeah, me too. As someone who owns like 3 of these Brolys, I don't really have a reason to get this. I think I could be wrong. I think the deco is more vibrant on this. I don't know. I haven't looked at my Broly in years. Hold on.
It definitely looks like it.
Yeah. I was messing with mine the other day. I was gonna say that I have to order this one because I don't know what happened, but mine has like a plastic transfer mark on its arm that I can't get off, so I have to buy it. So
well, the second part of that statement was
you can tell by the the wrap around his waist. It's definitely got more shading than the original one, and I'm just going from memory.
Oh, hell yeah, Lago Figs. He says the best one is the third-party one with the huge tits.
That's true. That one is crazy.
Dude, those mommy milker Broly one, that one's crazy.
That one is
Listen, man, that's two references to tits that you got to print, man.
No, absolutely.
There you go. Oh, man.
But so, you know, there's this Demoniacal Fit is coming out with their own Broly that they say has up like new faces, like updated faces. And then there is weird one with like the super weird chest and like the mewing faces. It looks fucking
There's
crazy.
nothing weird about it. That's a man's chest.
And then Beast Deities is coming out. Their stuff is out. Like it's not here. It hasn't hit like the big US redistributors, but it's been out in China for like 2 weeks or something. And that thing is huge. The aftermarket on those is crazy. Have you seen the prices? They're like $300 already.
No. For the Beast Deities?
Yeah, for the Beast Deities.
Fenrir? The bookmark holder? The book page holder?
Emotional
Fenrir?
bookmarks.
Pencil holder?
Yeah.
Emotional bookmarks Fenrir? My God. All right, they're mine.
It's crazy. So I'm glad I pre-ordered it. Next up is Cooler. And this is just
see?
Where's the GIF of that? Where's the coolest? Why isn't that on here?
Yeah, why isn't the cooler the coolest?
This is a great pick though. This is a great pick for a re-release, you know.
Yeah,
just modern enough and very sought after. People really still want this.
And you know what tells you is the people voted for it.
Absolutely.
They ask and they receive, baby.
Tachyon Transmitter hit us with a super chat. Big thanks. He said, "Hey guys, glad to be able to catch the show live. In line with the DBZ exclusives and DC Direct Batcave, what are some other figures or characters companies could release and print money but just don't?" Oh, that's a great question.
That is a very interesting question, Tachyon Transmitter. You know what? I'm gonna take it to Lagoland. I'm gonna take it to Lago's world in the 1/6 world. the Back to the Future figures from Hot Toys are wildly overpriced right now in the secondary market. They're very, very high. And they just released like a fucking DeLorean like 6 months ago. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't re-release those, like unless they have like some sort of contract or something where they can't. They really should. And you know what? This is coming from somebody that has no salt in the game. I own the Marty McFlys. I own them both, so I have them. I don't need them, but I think that not having them available, especially so close to the release of a DeLorean, is really weird, and that they should just keep like not keep them in stock all the time, but like if you're gonna do something with the license, like a piece for the figures like that, you should just re-release them. That's the one that came to mind for me.
SHF Ash, 100%.
Hell yeah, that whole line, like
1,000%. Yeah,
I don't understand.
Pokemon trainers, 100%.
I don't understand. It's not like they didn't sell well. Like I don't know.
No,
It's
well,
not like
they didn't in my area. They didn't sell well at all. They were shelf warming
Really?
at Target.
really.
I
Yeah, not at
vividly
mine.
remember they were shelf warming at
But
Target.
you know what? I guess I'm just not. I wouldn't be. I guess I wouldn't be good for something like that because at my store, like anything would sell. Like the fucking
That's
SHF
true.
that people have bought a million times sell. Like the Chun-Li's, the Jada Chun-Li's, they move at my store. I mean, they'll be there for like a couple of weeks, but they'll eventually go. So,
You know what their
I guess
biggest
living in
fumble
California.
with that is, like, completely out of their hands. If they would have
Mhm.
released it, if they would have at least done like a small re-release. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah.
The biggest fumble for that Ash and Team Rocket release was Pokemon Go hadn't happened yet. Like, it came out during like a complete lull of the Pokemon franchise for casual people. I will
Yeah.
that's the asterisk. For casual people, like, people couldn't have cared about Pokemon less. Like, when
the summer before the summer of Pokemon Go.
yeah. So like
Yeah.
Pokemon Go hadn't come out, like the TCG hadn't like blown up again. But like, dude, if you re-release that now, I promise you it would sell out.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that I'm sure you know Evolutions. Evolutions is like a huge set in Pokemon trading card. But when Evolutions came out, nobody gave a shit about it. There's actually a famous story from our very own Danny LeBlanc. Shout out to Boogs and our homie and Boog Ponchos too. Danny LeBlanc. He was at New York Comic Con. He walked by the Pokemon booth, and they were giving Evolutions away. They couldn't get rid of them. They were literally giving them away, and he pulled the Charizard on the first free pack that he got.
What a guy.
But then you know what's funny? As soon as Pokemon Go became big, impossible to find Evolutions. Became impossible. That was when Evolutions became like a hugely popular set. And I remember buying Evolutions and being obsessed with it and thinking like, wow, like nobody cares, huh? Like nobody gives a fuck that like original Charizard is being reprinted here. Like, okay, I thought it was strange. I'd buy them all the time. I pulled Charizard 4 times. Because nobody gave a shit. It was really strange. And Pokemon Go hit, and just that nostalgia wave like caught on again, and it went nuts. But yeah, the power of Pokemon Go, man.
It's true. Boog, what about you? You got any? Can you think of anything? All right.
Boog. Okay, Boog. You know what? I can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe it.
When Book comes back, we'll get something out of him. Tracking on
will.
transmitter. We're gonna put him in a chokehold until.
Can we say that again? I was right here. But...
we were saying Tachyon Transmitter said, "What's a figure that a company should re-release that they haven't re-released that would make them a lot of cashola if they did?"
That's a good question. Have we seen a re-release of the Synthetic Human? I mean, I know there was like some bootlegs out there or something, but
Of who?
Synthetic Human.
Oh, I think so. I want to say yes. Let me see.
I feel like it was like some bootlegs out that were.
There's definitely bootlegs of Synthetic Human out there. But I feel like they do it like once a year. Let me see. Synthetic Human. Let's see.
I
Yeah,
mean,
the
something,
last
something
yeah,
recent.
there was a synthetic human released in 2024
Oh wow,
on
okay.
December of 2024.
Well, something recent is definitely that the Mafex Bane.
Yeah, yeah. I think Mafex is a prime offender of things like this. Where their stuff just skyrockets and they take a long time to respond and like adapt to like another run of
I
things.
mean, to their credit, they are pretty good with re-releasing stuff.
They
So.
they've started to be good. They've started to be good. We got that Catwoman not that long ago, and we've got Wolverines coming out, and Gambit came out again. So they're starting to.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure, Mafex has had a few where they could. Poncho, are you still there?
I'm here.
There he is. What do you want to before we get off of Tamashi, or there's a few things, huh? We didn't cover we didn't cover Noir. We didn't do Noir.
Noir, what do you
Noir
think?
he looks good. You know what? I'm in the Cheney camp. I've never been the biggest fan of this design of Spider-Ham. However, I can appreciate that he comes with a lot of stuff, a lot of different. He's a real Nendoroid situation with that Spider-Ham. A lot of different like body parts, so you could just switch it up yourself. So that's pretty solid. Other quick round I wanted to hit was Guts.
I
Berserk.
honestly, when I first saw the Spider-Man Noir, I don't love it. I don't know, something about it seems not as good as everything else they've been putting out recently.
The plastic and his soft goods clash too much. Like the shades of them, something about it is just
it's very
not working.
It's very custom-ish. Like, it doesn't look as polished as I think it probably could from a major company.
They should have found some like mattish fabric, because that's really
the fabric has too much of a sheen to it. I think it looks too crisp. It looks like
I'd agree.
I don't know. Something about this fabric is throwing me off. I don't remember the Sentinel throwing me off as much as this. But that being said, I'm sure the figure's going to be fucking great, like all the rest of their.
I don't doubt him.
I don't even think I opened the Sentinel one yet.
I don't even own it.
I have it because I definitely have the whole crew from Sentinel.
Hell yeah! Sonic Rockman X is saying the code is too dark.
Yeah.
And the Sentinel's a plastic one.
Oh, is it?
Plastic.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Yeah, everything's plastic, right?
Everything's plastic on it.
For the Sentinel, really?
Yep.
Wasn't Peter B's bathrobe fabric for Sentinel?
No, he didn't have a bathrobe for
okay.
Sentinel.
Never mind.
That was the SHF that you're thinking about. That just.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, the Sentinel Peter B came with a big gargoyle.
Right.
Yeah, he came with a big gargoyle, and he came with the torsos, a fat one and a skinny one.
You're right.
Yeah, he had no soft goods actually.
You're right. I'm thinking of the wrong one. My bad. Quick hit.
And actually, the Sentinel, none of the Sentinel stuff has soft goods, but the Mafex jacket on the Sentinel figure looked good, or was it the other way around?
Yeah, he was thinking of the Mafex one. Yeah.
What's this? I saw this and I was like, huh?
This is just like a new statue from Tamashi called Tamashi Art.
Tamashi Art, baby.
There it is,
They're
new line.
starting with the Tamashis over there.
This is cool. I mean, if it's just like 3D shadow boxes of iconic illustrations, then tight.
That's tight. That's sick.
Super
very
tight.
Very nice piece.
Yeah, this looks cool. Big shout out to D-Rabs Doug. That's who we were talking about earlier today. And then you want to talk about this Guts? Let's go, Rick.
Hell yeah, I want to talk about this fucking Guts, man. Band of the Hawk, baby, Guts right here. He looks fucking incredible. He looks fantastic. I like that he's like much more brighter tones than the Figma one, so you do get some variety there. The Figma one was a little bit darker tones, like the pants were a lot darker. Everything about it was just a lot darker with the.
Does that mean
with the Figma?
a Casca is not too far behind here.
Yeah, we've seen Casca before. We've seen her. So I'm kind of disappointed they're not going up together. But oh well. Beggars can't be choosers. I really like it. I love the expressions. You have like two very important expressions for him, that like screaming face and then like the smirk. I like the cape not being a hard, annoying piece of plastic. That's great. And I really like that it's not brown. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the Figma one. The Figma one always made the coat brown, not the coat, the cape brown. And it always pissed me off. Like there's very little art with him having it brown. Like he's always has like a bright red cape. So that was really fucking annoying. But this is great. Definitely got to buy this. I love the Band of the Hawk. I wish we'd get more than just Casca and Guts, but I won't be mad at just that. But I'd love a Judo. I'd love a Rickart. I'd love a Pippin. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. I like it. I'm pre-ordering it. This thing should be available for purchase at San Diego Comic-Con, so I'm kind of tempted not to pre-order it.
No.
This is a release in July, and as we all know, Bandai doesn't delay shit. So
Yeah,
I'm very tempted
They'll have some
not
shit for you to buy at the show for sure. So it makes sense.
exactly. I'm very tempted not to pre-order it, but I also feel bad not doing that. I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna buy it either way.
This
Need it.
might be my
Need it.
first purchase from the Gut stuff for Bandai, just because I want to like
Dude.
just get him up on a horse and maybe have that as a permanent display.
Do it, brother. You need it. This is great. Having the posable cape, it's fantastic. Really, really. Look at that. Blowing me away. How about blowing me away?
How about it?
Huh? It's great. How about it? Yeah, I think that's the last thing we wanted to talk about. Did you want to talk about the poll? Did you want to say what you're going to vote for or anything?
No.
Put it out
Oh,
there.
I guess we'll talk about it. They're doing a poll on which EE to re-release. A lot of people are saying 16, 17, and 18. I mean, that's the obvious
It's a
answer.
no-brainer.
Everybody else
Yeah.
is relatively easy
I mean,
to get. I'd imagine.
No. Now, I don't agree with you. I think the obvious answer is event exclusive Broly.
Yeah, hey, why not?
Could you imagine?
Unironically, the Super Broly event exclusive is like $200-$300 now. So, you know what? You know what the smart man's answer is? Is this fucking Boma? This is the one that people
I was gonna say I'd want Boma
because it was only available at a con in Hong Kong. That's it. You couldn't get it anywhere in the US. I had to import this thing from Hong Kong, and this fucking guy shipped it in the shipper. The event exclusive shipper threw a label on it and just put it in the mail.
On the shipper, huh?
Wow. He didn't even wrap it in brown paper?
Hell no. The box was brown. That's enough for him.
No, you know what's funny? You just reminded me when I passed up on that first Bat Cave, I looked, there was another one up, and the person said he has the original box, but it's going to ship in the original box with brown paper because he can't find a box big enough.
Home Depot, brother.
Damn.
Those
Come
boxes
on,
exist.
Yeah, that sounds like not trying hard enough. Okay?
That's not trying hard at all.
No.
You definitely can find a box.
That's minimal effort. Yeah, I was gonna say, it'd be unpopular, but I would want Bulma, and I don't think that she's gonna get picked, which is a shame. But I never got that Bulma, and it's always been something that I've wanted.
There was two versions of this, right? There was one in a different colorway, right?
Well, yeah, that was the regular release, but this is like the event
blue
exclusive.
hair.
But this event
regular
exclusive is the like this is like the real version of that Boma, because this is this is the way
cover
she
version.
appeared in that first piece of key art. And when, like, I can't remember the name of the anime, but Boma premiered in an anime before the Dragon Ball anime even aired. She was just like a weird side, like just an extra character in the background in her Desert Punk outfit in this colorway. So this is literally the first appearance of any Dragon Ball character ever. And I don't know why people don't fucking go nuts over this figure. Oh, it's because they're not real fans and they don't watch Dragon Ball. That makes sense.
Damn, real fans. How many of us? Yeah,
it's a joke. It's a joke.
I really want that Bulma. But I don't know if it'll happen. It'll probably just be the androids. Tachyon Transmitter. Tachyon Transmitter is asking, was the first Guts they put out good? Listen up, Tachyon Transmitter. There was good aspects to that Guts. He's alluding. Oh, he's not alluding. He fucking names him. He says Anthony's Customs hated it and thought it was a trash figure. Let me tell you something, okay? Anthony goes way too far for the sake of his viewers. It's not a trash figure. Did it have some issues? Absolutely. I had them. I had the issues too, where the joints were like really small on the wrists, basically. And because he has a giant ass sword, I wish that they would just hollow
What
out
guts are we
sword.
talking about? The SHF?
The first Guts that they released, the first
okay.
SHF Guts that they released, the Black Swordsman, and so because the
ever
wrist,
even watched that anime?
I doubt it. If there's one thing he does is never read or watch what he's talking about. The wrist pegs, because that sword is so large, like they just instantly they instantly go down. And I had to switch the wrist pegs on mine, and I hear that the second run of that Guts is fantastic. I hear it from, I think I heard it from Chamba and a few others. I never bought the second run. But yeah, it had problems. And just like with the Luffy that they first did over at SHF, I just think that, sometimes I do think if they would just take the time to delay things, that maybe they could fix those issues and not have to worry about like, hey, does the second run fix it or whatever it may be. Like, their dedication to getting things out on time when they say that they're going to do it, I think sometimes comes to their detriment, like with that Luffy and with that Guts. So yeah, that Guts was not perfect. It had some issues, but I don't know, man. I watched that review that you're talking about, Tachyon Transmitter, and he was being pretty unreasonable. I mean, did it have some issues? Hell yeah. Don't get me wrong. It was far from a perfect figure, but I don't know. He was acting like that thing was like unusable. He acted like it was like something from the Dollar Tree. It had issues, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. And I hear great things about the second release, although I do not own it. But I've heard great things about that second release. Static Thunder saying you're not going to talk about Chocolate Kamen Rider, dude. Why is that so cool? It's so weird. You could easily tell who he is. He's got a big piece of chocolate on his chest. He's right under the Yu-Gi-Oh fellow, I think.
Oh, this
Boom!
guy.
There he is. Yeah, I don't know anything about this shit, but that's so ridiculously funny. Just chocolate chest over there.
There he is.
Literally pieces of fucking Hershey's on him.
Oh yeah.
That's really
go
cool.
Crazy.
Yeah, Karate Bugman go crazy. Next to his gummy,
chocolate
his gummy
karate
fellow.
men go crazy.
Valen Chakodon is his name. Valen Chakodon.
Listen, the only Japanese chocolate that I care about is those chocolate commercials that aired after Dragon Ball Super. Do you remember the ones I'm talking about?
Yeah,
where
I
they're
know
jumping into the volcano every single time.
Oh my god!
Yeah, there was when Super ended. Everybody was like posting all these great like memories and stuff. Somebody posted a video of all the commercials that aired religiously after every single commercial break. I swear to God, that was the funniest shit I'd ever seen.
The memories.
All right, where are we going next?
Next, can we go to? I think Lago should have it. I wanted to talk about. Shout out to Lago Figs. Ever heard of him? Go sub to his channel, Lagoland. What a guy! What a guy, Mr. Lago. I think he has it. Yeah, he does. It's the first thing next to his pin post. Just a quick hit. Reveltech Okarun from Dandadan.
Tight. You about to throw your SHF away? Just on principle?
No.
Because you know this shit's gonna slap harder than anything they ever put out.
No. It's probably gonna be better though. It is probably gonna be better.
Probably.
Like,
listen, I don't even watch this show, and but
I
know this is gonna be better.
Well, you know where it might lose, because it's just a personal pet peeve.
The face.
I really, really fucking hate when Reveltech has flaps that are articulated. I fucking hate that shit. And he has those he has those back coat flaps, and I think it's gonna piss me off. But everybody's doing this license. Figma's fucking doing it. Reveltech's doing it. SHF is doing it. I really wish SHF would have struck while the iron's hot. I really don't mean to disparage an anime like this, but I do not understand why they went so hard for Kaiju number 8. 6 figures out for Kaiju number 8. 6 fucking figures. And I don't even, taking personal feelings aside, it's not even half as popular as Dandadan was. That Dandadan opening theme song and like the anime itself was so hugely popular. To only have those 2 figures really hurts, man. I don't know what they were thinking there. They really dropped the ball.
They probably just put their chips on like just the wrong thing, dude. They probably
Yeah,
just didn't think that this was gonna go as
that's
hard
definitely.
as Kaiju number 8.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. I not that Kaiju number 8 was like some unpopular show, but it was not even close to the popularity of this anime.
Well, I promise you, they
We'll
probably
see.
had the decision to go hard on either one around the same time, and they just
no
decided to do
question.
Kaiju number 8.
No question. I'm hopeful for this summer. This summer, during Comic-Con, we're gonna have the second season of Dandadan airing, so maybe we'll see more. Who knows? But I'm hopeful that we'll see more from SHF. I think feasibly, like they're the only ones that could go deep with the line. Like I don't think Rebel Tech or Figma are going to be able to keep up. I mean, Figma's so sporadic, and Rebel Tech could make one figure from an anime and then literally nothing else. But yeah, I'm pre-ordering this thing. I'll give them a shot. I really hope that they don't fuck up the knees because that's just something that they do all the time now. But I'll give them a shot. I'm sure that this thing's gonna pose like a dream. And super super dynamic character. I'm gonna give him a shot.
The knees don't really bother me as much as they bother other people, and I understand that it's completely. That's like the most ironic and like hypocritical thing I could possibly say because I talk about silhouette preservation so much, but like I don't know, just the knees just don't bug me as much as they do. Like I can see why they do bug people. I'm not like completely ignorant to it, but to me they just don't bother me.
They just don't stick under your crawl like they do for everybody else. But yeah, I hate those fucking knees, man. They just really piss me off. Somebody in the comments is saying, I heard SHF Momo wasn't very good. I've heard the same thing.
Yeah, that's
it's
what
a
I
shame.
hear too.
Yeah, it's a shame.
What makes it so bad?
I think she has. I think one of the biggest problems people have with it, because I watched Cheney's review, is that the shoulders are a little limited because there's like a strange cap in there.
Mm-hmm.
People are making clothing sets for Momo.
I've seen.
So I wonder if you buy the sweater for her, if you like fucking cut out or rip out the caps, if like you'll get more motion, in the shoulders. And out of the torso maybe, because people are gonna rip off that fucking bottom.
Spidey is saying she can't articulate and no effect parts.
Yeah, the effects parts is a damn shame because she should have her at the very least. Maybe like not the big hands where she's like pushing her aura out like with the big hands, but like at the very least she should have like translucent hands to like show that she's doing like her aura push or something. I don't know. That's where me and Kevin, we were thinking up a good we were thinking up a new business plan for you. You should be making the aura hands for Momo. That should be you, Pancho. You should be cornering the market. That should be you.
Yeah, I'll look more into producing products for a show I know nothing about and don't watch.
Okay. Yeah, see, Falago saying already, Bell Workshop is making the sweater. I believe if you remove the soft plastic sweater, it'll move better. Yeah, I'm gonna order it. I saw Kevin sent it to me, $20. That's great. I gotta buy it. It's a great price, $20 for a set of the skirt, the top. That's great. I'll definitely do that. Yeah, it's interesting to see another line pop out. I just really wish SHF would have done a bit better with putting their chips on Dandadan, but oh well. We always have the summer. You never know. Maybe we'll see some good samples there or something because second season will be airing at that time. So yeah, there we go. There's that.
I have no faith because nobody did Mob Psycho, so
that's that.
My faith in humanity is completely lost.
I really don't understand why Figma didn't do it because they literally own a figure with the exact same body.
Yeah,
I don't know why they didn't do it. There's a kid in a school outfit is so Figma coded. It's unreal.
I would have put money on it.
Yeah,
I would have put money on it.
It's such a simple design. You don't need to over-engineer it or overthink the design. I don't understand why Figma didn't do it. Max and his decisions they're so strange. They're just,
boot up
the whims of this man. The whims of this man are insane. Max Watanabe is like he's an enigma of a human being. So strange.
Kooky.
So strange. It's a shame. What a shame.
What a shame. Are you getting these turtles with their ass out or what?
No, what is this? What the fuck is this?
What?
Who are these guys?
Are there no? There are no. Here it is. You can kind of see it right here. These pictures came out a while ago.
What the fuck?
But like, yo, these turtles, their entire ass is out, and they may have fixed it a little, but like, dog, maybe Lago has those pictures like buried deep in here.
Lago, you got a picture of their anus?
No, not like that.
Okay, well, you're not
But it's
fun.
you're saying that the shell doesn't come down over their butt.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
no.
what? While you're scrolling, if you don't mind, we did have 2 super chats we did not hit. One from Quamin Taylor, baby. Shout out to Quamin
Yo, shout
Taylor.
out to
Says
Kwame
Let's
Taylor.
go.
Tamashi fans angry, fanboys ranting and crying about everything. Marvel Legends fans said, "Hold my beer."
For
I'm
real,
saying,
dude.
Quamin Taylor, this is like 2 peas in a fucking pod. Thank you so much, Quamin Taylor.
Tamashi
We got a super
Nations
chat.
chat.
Got a super chat from Shelf Presents.
Let's go.
Shelf Presents says, "Happy Friday, gents. Hope everyone's doing well and have a great weekend." Thank you so much, Shelf Presents. What an absolute gem of a human being. Thank you for always being here, supporting us and everybody else. I see Shelf Presents on every stream, doing it up, showing support. And then last but not least, we have a super chat from our very own Bo Biggs, baby. No message, but a very generous super chat. Thank you so much, Bo Biggs, for always being
Shout
here, showing
out
us
to
love and
Bo
support
Biggs.
every Friday or whenever we're streaming. Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate it. Damn, Lago says they're in there somewhere.
I'm looking at this
where's-
video. Maybe it's the video. No, it was
where's the
definitely
anus?
pictures.
That is so crazy. I've never wanted to see a turtle's anus. A turtle's
So
anus.
to be clear, it's not the anus. It's
Oh,
just
man.
the ass.
Now I'm disappointed. I
Here
thought
it
I was
is.
gonna see
There,
somebody's
dude.
anus.
Come on.
What
Come
the
on.
Bro, what
Dog.
the fuck is going
You
on?
might have some skin in the game, Rick. The anus has got to be there. Like,
Double cheeked up.
Sir,
dude.
what is going on?
Oh,
Why
my
is his
God.
whole ass out?
Hilarious.
What the fuck is going on?
Why
Show
were
me
these
the,
the
show
only
me,
two
show
photos
me
they
the hidden
solicited?
comment. Show me the hidden comment.
Show him the hidden comment, man.
That's it. Just some guy down
No.
bad.
Dude, what is going on with this anus?
Yo, Gatfiel. Sibia Spud. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, this is some dirty deeds.
Okay, hold on. So here they are. Let me compare them to what they showed off. Maybe they fixed it. Maybe, I don't know.
Machu Toy says double cheeked up gif. Dude, these are some fucking cheeked up ass turtles for real, Machu. This is crazy.
Does it look like they fixed it a
Brian,
little?
how else are they gonna take a dump?
Yo, come on.
Dude, why are they cheeked up like that?
That's crazy. I see a lot of people saying that these are like their definitive turtles. Like, these look so good.
Dude, Machu's in. He says he's buying them.
I mean, I think they look cool for sure. I think their heads are too small.
Yeah, the front looks great. I have no problem with the front.
So like, I don't know. Like, to me, like, I don't like the turtles when they're like crazy roided up like this. Like, but they're like little. For some reason, I don't mind. I truly don't. Aside from some design choices, I truly don't mind the live action turtles at all. Like, I think Leonardo is probably the best designed out of all of them. Michelangelo being the worst because he has the most like Shrek lips out of all of them. But like,
You got Shrek
I
lips.
think Donatello's design is like insane. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I
Great
really
design,
dig
yeah.
it. And like by the second movie, I think they looked super. I think they look great. But like if they're like huge, like 7 foot tall, like weirdo turtles, like, and they're yoked up, I kind of don't mind that. But like, I don't know, something about like the head proportion to the body, they just look, I don't know, they're too yoked for me. Even the shells have abs. That doesn't make any sense. But whatever, they're fucking turtles. That doesn't make sense to begin with.
This is that one company that makes those like amphibians, right? That Wade reviewed the other day. What are they called? I don't know what they are. They're like these little like chameleon,
Oh, I wouldn't know.
slippery, slippery fucking frog guys.
Logo TMNT with the BBL. Fuck out of here.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, they're the same company that made the Pacific Rim figures too. I mean, it's
a very specific rim.
They make good stuff for sure. So, I don't doubt that these will be good figures. They just got
many toys makes great stuff.
They just got to bring the shell down, dude. Like,
you ever see these guys? Wade reviewed them the other day. You ever seen these guys? They're like, they're like these little frog amphibian people.
Never in my life.
They're pretty cool looking. Yeah, these are the people that make the fake Dota figures or the fake World of Warcraft figures.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the same guys. Same guys. There's a recipe for a Hulk going around.
I was just about to say it's that Hulk recipe that's going around.
Yep, it's that Hulk recipe that's going around, baby.
Show Christopher Miller with the greatest comment. They're coming out of their shells again.
They're coming out of their shells. Again. Static Thunder. These look like
aside from the cheeks, these actually look pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the ass. It's like, what is happening? I've never like. I'm trying to think back of like what other figures have done to avoid this. I can't. This is a new memory for my brain.
The shell's got to be bigger. You gotta like fake pretend the shell is big enough for them to like recess into the shell and shit. Like the shell is way too small.
Yeah, you're right. Just the shells, baby.
Yeah, and you know what? You know what you do too is I know some people do it. Some people give them the little tail, so you make the shell bigger.
Yeah,
and you have the tail so that you don't have the fucking cheeks.
So you don't have the
plumped out
split.
like that.
You can't see the split of the ass. You know.
So,
yeah, you can't see the split of the fucking moon.
That's what I thought. A lot of figures have their shell like basically like over their butt. It's like part of their butt. They just said, fuck this.
They have the budget for the full shell, baby.
I guess not. They had to cut corners somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely insane. I cannot believe that they're fucking cheeked up like that. This is crazy. I'm zooming in off camera. You guys can't see, but I'm zooming in on the cheeks.
What are these based on? Is it actually based on some type of art style, or this is just their own kind of rendition?
It looks like their own thing. It kind of looks like a marriage between.
They look like the Bay Turtles a little bit.
Yeah, like the live action turtles, but with with the cartoon, like just mixed up together, I guess.
Yeah.
Donnie mostly. Yeah. Why do they stay putting shit on Donnie all the time? He's just got to.
He does machines.
He does machines.
He does machines, man.
Nah.
He does machines. You don't like him with the goggles?
I don't mind. I don't know. I don't know. Again, I'm very the hypocrisy is showing because I love the way he looks in Rise and he has tons of shit on him.
Yeah, and look, he has his claw's a Mauser.
All right, that makes sense. All right, tight. They just stay putting shit on him. Like
I like that.
I like it.
I like it, man. That's solid besides the ass cheeks. Or maybe the ass cheeks are solid. I don't know.
You never know.
That's interesting. That is a tasty conundrum they've put me in.
They're saying it's removable. Good. That makes sense. I imagine. I'd always imagine it was removable.
Yeah,
I think it's just the goggles that bother me.
Machu's making a good point. They got to poop, and it doesn't have to stay in the shell when they do.
All right, let's stop talking.
Perfect, Machu. Oh, come on, man. See, Machu, this is your friend, Machu. Kui over here is trying to hold you back.
No. All right, I think what's next? What else are we talking about?
What else do we have? Did you guys want to talk about the maximum solicitation in Mexico?
What's that about?
Somebody has a solicitation up with the price. in Mexican pesos, and it's basically $60 American. However, there's always a tax on American figures in Mexico or in Japan. So let's say if it's like $60 in Mexico, I think it's pretty safe to say it'll be 50 here. I think $50 is about right. Um, yeah, I think that's the only other piece. Can you think of anything we forgot, Boog?
No. So they're saying it's going to be $50.
It's $60 in Mexico, but obviously they always ramp up the price a little bit. So I
Right.
wouldn't trust $60. I would think 50. I think $49.99 is probably the price.
Yeah. It'll probably
Da-
actually be $44.99.
yeah, Dan was on Wade's stream last Friday, right after our stream, and he was not budging. He was not giving. Wade tried to ask him if we would like the price, and he's like, "I'm not fucking saying it, man." So he's
Why
sticking
would
to his
he?
guns. He's sticking to his guns. Yeah. No, he's not saying like if we would like the price. Like
Mm.
even like it's like, could you tell us if we'll like the price? I'm not playing that game. I'm not saying anything. So shout out to Dan for staying strong.
I
On Wade's
mean,
stream.
that's a
is
trick question
unshakable.
with Legends collectors. They don't like
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck?
Yeah, shout out to Dan Yoon for staying strong on that stream. What a guy.
Staying
What an
strong, man.
absolute pro.
Clenching those
Staying
butt
strong.
cheeks. Those
Yeah, these we'll see what the price is. $44.99 would be awesome. That'd be great.
$44.99 is reasonable.
That's
I
a great
want this
price.
shit
That's
for
a
Honestly,
solid
we
price.
talked about this last week. $50 is still pretty reasonable considering the very short gap between this being close to the Mafex release and that being about $20 to $25 more. You know, so it's not crazy.
I think if you stay lower, it's a better look. But
Yeah, for sure. I
yeah.
mean, yeah, for sure. But
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, this is supposed to be like a Pulse and something else exclusive, or this is not a
Yeah,
retail release, right?
I don't think so. I don't
All
think
right.
this is going to
So
be a retail
you
situation. I
cheap
think this is going
ass,
to be Amazon
bum
fan
ass
channel.
Legends collectors, you ain't gonna find this at freaking Ross or
Yeah,
whatever else.
no
might.
Ross situation.
That Modok was there.
See, look, Machu says he might use that mechanical arm for Tabo. Huh?
For what?
For Tabo? Come on, Poncho. Come on. Wow. Okay,
I
Poncho.
don't know. What
Fine.
that is. So,
Fine, Poncho. See, he doesn't
yeah,
understand. Poncho.
this is a great Spider-Man. Looks like it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yep, solid.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Static Thunder saying, who really cares about the cheap web effects? I know that they did their best with it.
Hey,
But you know what? The only web effect I have a problem with is that like spider ball with like with the tail on it. I think all the
Yeah.
other ones are okay, and they
All the
kind of
other
remind
ones
me of
okay,
MVC.
but yeah, that one's like, I mean, I see what they were kind of going for,
Yeah,
and what
I
they were
see the
trying to,
vision. I see
you
the
know,
vision. I see the vision, but execution
the things they were
wasn't
trying to
perfect on it.
hint at to come. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah. And you know what? That shield is very MVC. No,
Yeah, I mean, even
the web shield. So
the Jizz attack, you know, they was trying it. They tried it.
yeah, Mafex web are cheap too. Yeah, you might just make your own. Make your
I-
own webs.
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever used an official web effect in my entire life.
No, yeah. Let me not sit here in front.
That's not true.
I mean, that's
Mafex
not
is
true,
our
obviously.
perfect
I mean, not true
example.
for me. Not true for me. I've definitely used the stock ones before.
Yeah, I'd rather just buy gardening gauge wire in white and just fucking make it myself. Although you know what, Mafex really improved with Daredevil. Daredevil's Billy Club situation is incredible. That wire's great.
You know what
but
was actually a good web effect? The big web that they put out with the very first Mafex Spider-Man, the movie Mafex Spider-Man that came with the magnetic
the
wall.
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. That web effect still actually holds up. That's pretty nice. You could really like, you know, make it seem like he webbed up some enemies to a wall, and like you could take the little suction cups off of it and really do something cool with that.
Yeah, see, Mike Hunt is saying that shout out to that name. Shout out
Crazy
to that
name.
name. Crazy name. I love it. Right after I said it, I realized
Oh
what
my
happened.
gosh.
It's okay, Mike. You got me. He says, Mafex 185 Spider-Man is only $54 on Plaza Japan right now. So you really want to stick it to Mafex 45 and under, you're killing it.
$44.99. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
But
Right.
it is rough, $54.99. And you know what? I'll give them the praise. They're doing what they can with what they can. So
So when we had Adam and I'm so sorry, I'm blanking. Who's the
Phil
other?
Ramirez.
Yeah, when we had them on, my question was misinterpreted. So I asked like if they can just go buck wild when it comes to designing these figures on anything they want. What I meant to say was like when it comes to the articulation scheme, can they just do whatever they want? But it's pretty clear that they have to stick to a Marvel Legends formula of articulation. Because like the sculpt is obviously different, but when it comes to like their elbows and shoulders and stuff, it's all the same. Because obviously it's just cheaper for them to reuse that stuff, to reprint it and whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, for like I understand people saying that like this is good. This is like a domestic Mafex and stuff because of how much shit it comes with. Like, but to me, like the import versus domestic debate isn't so much about how much shit domestics come with. It's about like the different like design philosophy of articulation and like plastic quality. Like that's just for me personally. So like I think that imports like their value is a lot of their value comes from like the plastic that they use. I think ABS is a much more premium plastic than whatever this custom concoction of plastic that they use for domestic figures and stuff. Even when domestic figures use like a more rigid and hard plastic, it doesn't really feel as good as ABS. But like when it comes to like articulation, design, and philosophy, I think that imports like a lot of their premium price comes from just how, I don't want to say better because that's harsh, but like the main glaring thing about import versus domestic articulation philosophy is like the shoulder. Like I think it's great that butterfly joints have found like a pretty common home in like modern Legends. Like it's easy to like I remember before we used to like hoop and holler every single time we saw like a butterfly joint, but it's pretty common now. But like I think like the next evolution is to adopt like how almost all imports just have like a free range where you can move up and down versus just, you know, forwards and back and stuff like that.
Yeah, just the disc, like with the whole.
And I think like until we get a domestic Spider-Man that can like truly like put the shoulder like up like this, then I will still yearn for like that import design, like articulation design.
I hear you. I don't think it's that important, but I think that's something that would be really innovative and like not even innovative, but just cool for domestic is some of the interchangeable arms to fold the arms and do different things like that. Like if they incorporated that, you know, I think that would be really dope for a domestic figure. But you see here in the picture that they do have him like fold crossing his arms and shit. But
well, I was going to bring up another thing about the photo, like to like emphasize my point is like this pose right here, this top left pose of him like in the air throwing that punch. Like if it had the same articulation scheme where the shoulder could go up, like I think that would sell that punch way more if you can imagine that shoulder just being up a little bit more
just
instead of just being like this.
I feel you.
100%. Like that's the only thing that really kills like some of the posing possibilities with like domestic Spider-Man figures. But we're definitely getting there. And you know, I'm excited for when we do get there for sure.
Yeah, I mean they work relatively hard in the past 20 years of doing this shit to get where they are right now with this release at a
Yeah.
what seems like it might be a decent price, man.
Yeah,
And,
it's a step in the right direction. I think that we've been some of the most vocal people on the internet for a long
mhm,
time about having a program like this, having like that higher price point with, more articulation and more accessories.
mhm.
So, I'm not about to scoff at them on their first go around. This is the right
Listen,
direction for sure.
man,
I
this
think.
shit is all dreams and nightmares for me. I used to pray for times like this, man. You
Yeah,
know
there you
what
go. Real Meek Mill shit.
I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it is what it is. That was literally the thing that I was thinking about over 20 years ago, 30 years ago. It was just like, damn, if they started making cool figures with like a lot of articulation, wow, you could do so many cool things, man. So whatever, we here now. It is what
Yeah.
it is. It can't get worse. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's Spider-Man. We'll know about that price point
I
next month,
I
right?
Yeah, he said February, I believe, in the stream. I think, like, at the end of the stream, it was, like, more news in February. So
Hmm.
we'll know pretty soon. And we'll probably know even more come March. March is gonna be Toy Fair. Will
Toy
we be
Fair.
seeing you there, Boog?
Hmm. Yeah, I'm hoping that everything
Woo!
works out. So yeah, I'll be around if everything works out.
Great.
Um, March is a lot
Fast
going on.
approaching.
It's
Fast approaching. We're gonna have WonderCon in March. I'm gonna try to get down there, if even just for a day, get a
hmm
look over at the Jada booth or whatever, maybe
yeah.
have a walkthrough or something.
I'm cautiously optimistic about the trifecta for us for the next three events. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, so that's it. It's the top of the hour. What we watching?
Yeah. I just watched Daima today. Do you watch Daima, Poncho?
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're at like such a critical moment right now where it's like it kind of sucks when the episode ends. Um, we're like at such a that like moment of like, I don't want it to stop.
Is today a good episode or was it some fellowship?
Just depends who
It's
you
good.
ask.
Lot of action this episode. A lot of action this
A lot of
episode.
action, but a lot of action some people don't like.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. A lot of people aren't liking it, and some of their
What
points are valid. Some of
does
them
that
aren't.
mean?
Well, so I mean,
Don't spoil it. It's okay. It's okay.
their
All right.
their fight. It's yeah, I won't spoil it, but a lot of people
Yeah.
are. It's just like the same like power scaling like argument and stuff like that over and over again.
Yeah,
There's
you you you
a lot of
gotta
factors in
you
scale.
you gotta suspend your disbelief for a little bit with the stuff because otherwise it's not interesting. It wouldn't be interesting if what people wanted to happen would happen. Like it wouldn't
There's
be.
a really viral tweet going on right now. It's a viral reply.
Uh-huh.
It's them talking about, it's like, what did you think about the episode? And somebody was like, why didn't they just go Super Saiyan from the start? It would have been over in like 1 second. And then every reply is every single time in Dragon Ball where they like every fight from Dragon Ball. Why didn't Frieza just use more than 1% of his power at the very beginning and kill Goku from the start? Like it's just such a asinine like argument.
Yeah.
Like that's the formula of Dragon Ball. Like, where have you been? I don't understand. It's been like this for years. I
Got it.
will say
Yeah.
that today's episode, the best thing about Daima is like just all the extra lore and world building they've done for the Dragon Ball universe. It's crazy. They dropped like this crazy piece of lore for like this weapon that Demon Kings use. It's really, really cool.
That was awesome.
Did you, when they were showing all the past Demon Kings,
Uh-huh.
is it just me, or did that second Demon King look like Beelzebub from fucking Sandland?
Shut the hell up. I have to go back and watch this
There,
episode.
like I paused the video immediately and I was like, "There's no fucking way this is Beelzebub."
What? I gotta go back and look. That is crazy.
It's really cool. But
Yeah, I gotta go back for that.
yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff. There's like a lot of great Deborah lore. If you're a big
Yeah.
Deborah head, from Majin,
So
for the
Deborah head.
Majin arc, it's
Yeah.
cool. It's cool, man. It's a fun show. There are supposed leaks from some publication, like some streaming service, I think prematurely announced, like there was something saying that the show would end in February.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if that's true in February.
Damn, that would suck.
I mean,
Been having so much fun.
It would make sense depending where they are. It's the last
Yeah.
week of it's the second to last week of January. So if that's true, there's probably like 1, 2, 3, 4 episodes left. I mean, they've set out what they have to do at this
It's a
point.
sad turn of events.
Um,
Sad turn of events. I wish there was more, but I know that good things don't last forever.
do you stay after the credits and watch like the 5-second preview of the next episode?
Every time.
I laughed out loud
At this one. I was like, what the fuck? And I rewinded it. The episode was over, and it tried to tell me like watch something. I was like, no, go back.
No.
And I went back, and I was like, there's no way that I saw what I thought I saw.
Yo.
And then him just fucking
holding a gun to a baby's head. I couldn't
I
fucking
was like,
believe
bro,
it.
come on, Degas, come on, man.
So
Yeah, at the end credits, for a split second, you see a character holding a fucking gun to a baby's head,
I couldn't believe
and it's just
it.
like, what the hell's going on here? What the fuck?
Yo, that's crazy. What about you, Boogie? Are you watching anything? What's going on?
Yeah, what are you watching?
Not at
No,
all.
great answer.
Oh, you know what I watched this week that was a lot of fun? I powered through it just like fucking episode was Skeleton Crew.
Oh shit.
Skeleton Crew was really fun.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what kind of consequences will come from that show, if any. You know, it's really hard to know right now with Star Wars, like
Mm-hmm.
what means anything. What like I heard that people didn't give a fuck about the show. I heard that like its ratings weren't great.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really fun. I think the name is terrible. I think
I see.
Skeleton Crew is a bad name. I
Mm.
said it from the first time we saw a trailer, and I'll say it again now that I've watched the whole show. Skeleton Crew is a bad name.
I mean, I get it.
It doesn't describe the show very well. It like describes like a very small aspect of it. But it was really fun. Jude Law is really great in this series. Shout out to my boy Neil. I love Neil more than I love most people, and he's a fictional character.
Okay.
Really, really fun show. Really fun.
This is
Lighthearted.
on Disney Plus, right?
Disney Plus, yeah. Disney Plus. It's very, very fun. Very, very fun. And it's supposed to be taking place like around the same time as Mandalorian. So we'll see if there's any future connection. Interesting show. It was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
How's the villain?
Great villain. Really good. He builds
Good.
up really, really well. Is a heartless fuck. It's good. It's good.
All right. Maybe I'll check that out. That's
Yeah.
easy. That's easy watching. I ain't gotta
Yeah,
read no
easy
shit on the screen.
easy watching. Yeah, you don't gotta read no fucking subtitles. Easy watching. Pick up the first episode. If you don't like the first episode, you probably won't like anything else. But it's fun. I really, really, really enjoyed myself with that series. So
Yeah, I haven't really been watching anything. Just kind of staying in tune with the current events with the news. Pete Hegseth confirmed as our next Secretary of Defense right now. By the way,
there he is.
There he
there he
is.
is.
Okay,
Fox
see,
News host.
J. Michael Johnson is saying, I think what happened on Skeleton Crew will be how the First Order gets funded in some way, shape, or form. Maybe that is interesting. That is interesting. I hope that more comes from it, because I did enjoy what we saw. I enjoyed the characters. I don't know. It kind of leaves you like hopeful that we'll see more of it, but I don't know. I heard people say that their view count was really low, which is a shame. It's a shame.
That's right.
Yeah, I just think that I think I still stand by what I said. I think people heard the name Skeleton Crew and they're like, "Ooh, what's that?" And then they saw it was a show about like a bunch of ragtag kids, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" I just don't think it was a good name. I think people felt bamboozled when they heard the name and then they saw the main characters and they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
They should have called
which
it
is a shame.
Even Stranger Things.
Even Stranger Things. They should have called it Disney's Goonies. Even Stranger. Yeah. How about Space Stranger Things? You know?
Space Stranger Things.
I think that name was really misleading. Nobody knew what Skeleton Crew was about. We were shown the name a long time ago at D23. I was literally fucking there, and everybody's just like, "Whoa, what is this? Like, what is this going to be about?" And then they showed the first poster, and then people were like, "What the fuck? Like, what is this?" Like, it feels like it was deceiving, and like people just went into it not wanting to watch it because they felt bamboozled. But it's a great show. I'd highly recommend you guys give it a shot. Very, very fun. Very fun show.
All right, a glowing endorsement for Skeleton Crew. And with that said, I think we're going to get up out of here. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us this evening. Do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time, peace.
Goodbye.
See ya. Wrestling Hound said Gooners. Terrible.
Oh, Hound.
Oh, no.
Hound is pounding around.
Gooners.
Goonie.
Big booty. Okay. Macy, what you doing?